The mayor of the Lekwa local municipality in Mpumalanga has been under fire. Louis Thabethe, tonight we learn, has survived an alleged attempt on his life. He joins us now to talk to us on that. Mayor, good evening. Good to have you, and thank you very much for your time. When did you realize that you could possibly be under attack?
It happened. Good evening, Thabo and the viewers. It happened around 7:30, just after load shedding. I was about to leave my house on my way to the shop. As I opened my gate, I waited for my gate to open. I saw two African males passing by. I thought they were just passing by, but as my gate was wide open, they then turned and came to me. I thought they wanted to ask a question. But as soon as they were approaching, one of them took out a gun. I thought it was just a normal hijacking. I jumped out of the car and left the car there so that they can take the car and not follow me. But as soon as I jumped out of the car, I started hearing shots. They were firing shots at me. I ran back into my house and left my car just at the gate while with the door still open. I thought that they will take the car. I came back after a few minutes. I saw that the car is still there, but they were not there. That's when then I got an access to my phone. I could phone the police and the security company that is responsible of my street. They were nowhere to be seen. I did not see any car, but I saw two African males that were passing by my gate.
Yeah. Mayor, did you suffer any injuries? Anybody in the family suffered any injuries?
No. The only damage was on the car. There are two bullet holes on the car, and one bullet ricocheted on the window. Besides that, there's nothing. I'm fine. I'm okay. At least I jumped out of the car.
Yeah. Now, throughout, of course, the week, we know that there have been some service delivery protests and some unhappiness around particularly service delivery in the municipality, much of it directed at yourself. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary, I suppose, as you were driving around in terms of people who could have been following you?
No, I didn't notice anything. And this was the second time. I just came back from the chemist because I wasn't feeling well today. And I went back to the shop. I bought some drinks and came back into the car, into my house. Then I remembered that there's something else I wanted. So as I was about to go out, that's when I met these two males who were shooting at me.
Any eyewitnesses, any video footage that could assist the police at this particular point in terms of tracing the perpetrators?
There's a video footage that captured them. In the video, you could see them passing by, and you could also hear the gunshots as they were firing. The neighbors also attest of having seen the two males, but the police are currently on the scene. They've investigated. They found the three cartridges that were left on the street where these males were standing. They also found some used residue from the car just next to the gate. They are busy combing the scene and collecting evidence. They've collected the video footage and are also talking to the neighbors.
And do you think these two were just acting alone as the two, or could there have been maybe a getaway vehicle that was waiting for them somewhere?
There's definitely a getaway because the time they came here, the time after they've shot at me, and the time the security company got here, if they were running, they would have found them because they came from all directions, but the boys were not there.
And do you think this was an opportunistic crime, or this is something that you believe could have been a targeted hit on you?
It was purely targeted because if it was something unplanned, they would have gone into my car. My cell phones were in the car, my laptop was in the car, my house keys were in the car, but nothing of that sort was touched. They just shot at me, and as soon as I escaped, they then went back as well.
Yeah. Any reason why they would target you like this?
I don't know. And it's difficult to tell.
Yeah. Could it be linked to suppose, the politics in the municipality?
Well, that's the only line I could draw. There's nothing else that I do. I'm also one person who I can't say I have enemies. It will definitely be politically related. Even though I can't be exact and be sure that it's politically related, but that could be the only drawing I could make out of this.
Now, there are, of course, various options now that are sitting in terms of what is going to happen next. One is the investigation that the police are going to be pursuing. As far as the security risk around yourself, what is the assessment?
The police are here. Well, I'm one person who have refused to have protection because I never thought that my life will be in danger, more especially within the community that elected me, the community I grew up from. I did not think that there will be any danger directed to me or my family. But then we are having discussions as with the police. They've made some suggestions. I will also be talking to the municipality leadership tomorrow to find out what needs to happen. I can't tell what that will happen from now on. Obviously, I will have to be more careful. I think I put my guards down. After a lot that has happened in the past, I think I've let my guards down. I was too comfortable. I think I learned my lesson tonight.
If you were to make an appeal, because violence is never a solution to any unhappiness or maybe any disgruntlement that could be certainly happening in the municipality, to those that would be wanting to do this act to you, what would you say?
I'll first say I don't think this will be related to service delivery, because service delivery it's a long-standing problem in this municipality, and majority of the community is aware that this municipality had service delivery challenges for quite some time. It's not a new thing, and therefore I can't then be a target because of a service delivery. But whether this is politically motivated, probably so. But I believe that, there are so many rooms for us to engage and deal with issues. And even if I might have taken a decision that people are not happy with, I might have said something that perhaps would have angered some people. I think I'm open to any discussions and engagement that we can engage and try and find one another. And even if we don't agree at the end, we are human. It's possible that we will not agree at all times, but I believe that there are better ways to deal with issues other than violence, because killing me is not going to change anything. It will not change the perception I have. It's not going to change the perception my organization has, my members has. It's not going to solve anything. It will just create more violence, unnecessary violence, and we can't afford that. We've experienced violence for a very long time in this municipality, in this town, and I don't think we would want to go back to that. We can't afford more violence in this municipality. We can do much better than that.
Mayor, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much for taking our call tonight. That's Lekwa local municipality Mayor Louis Thabethe surviving there an attempted hit on his life.